Welcome to the Comedy Trap House.
It is what it is. Look at this shit, man. That shit poop. They gonna be thirsty as hell.
Welcome to the Comedy Trap House.
Oh, man. Come on,
Welcome everybody back to another episode of the Comedy Trap House. We are back in full effect. I'm fresh off of Miami being a thought.
Hey, give it up for all being honest, everybody. Give it up for all being honest.
In Miami. We got Emmanuel in the building.
Yo, what's up? I'm just getting over being sick. You know, I felt like I was so sick that I got scared because, you know, the coronavirus.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I got this shit. I'm about to die this weekend.
Yeah, you was tearing the house up.
I was fucking that house up.
It wasn't right. It wasn't right.
How
How you sick? You don't live with us and come to our house and stay while you sick. That's not right.
Man, listen, my
not
little
right.
brother was sick. My girl was sick. I'm trying to take care of two different.
It's
This
a
is the
lot.
most adult I've been this weekend. I was sick while trying to take care of
It
two
was a
other
lot.
You
people.
sound like a single mother right now.
Come on, man. Respect me.
Respect him.
Respect me.
We got Cam in the building.
I know y'all don't watch Power, so I'll just say the Power finale was good.
And we got a new special guest in the building. Everybody get up for Marvin, our homie Marvin, actor, comedian, writer, all of the above, trainer. Thank you for coming through, dog.
Listen, thanks for having me.
You know what I'm
Thought?
saying?
Are you a thought as well?
Sometimes.
I feel like we gotta get.
Don't let them
straight into this
incriminate
right
you. Don't let them incriminate
Listen,
you.
dude, I'm a recovering thought. is
Aren't
what
we?
it is.
quick. Like, hold on. What was? Let everybody know.
Yeah.
What is one of your side hustles, please?
I do. Dog. I
Okay.
do
One of
so
your main
many.
side hustles.
All
is,
right, my biggest side hustle is I'm a personal trainer.
Yes.
That's the
now
biggest side
off
hustle.
top.
Okay.
I have many questions. I have many questions.
Okay.
Many
Not
questions.
about working out at all.
Oh, none of that.
I figured.
It has nothing to do. It has to do about the culture of personal trainer
Yeah.
and fucking.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
your employees, what's it called? Your clients.
Clients.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now I had a personal trainer one time. Boxing. I was doing a little boxing one time. You know,
Guy or girl?
it was a dude.
Okay.
And we working out, whatever.
Did you fuck him?
I didn't fuck him
Yeah.
yet, but but we in the middle of a workout. I remember I'm doing best, and some Spanish guy walks up to him. Hey, bro, we need to talk. I'm like, and I put the weights down, like, hold on, like, I'm making sure you ain't.
Because he said they're mad
Yeah,
aggressive.
he said it mad
yeah.
aggressive. He walks up to the trainer. I look, and he's right in the dude's face. He was like, hey, bro, I'm with a client right now. And he was like, nah. You fuck my wife.
Oh.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Straight off top.
And the thing is, I heard, he told me. This is the
Right.
type of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Because trainers, when they be training, I've been hitting you. So I'm just trying to figure out, is this the standard for most personal trainers, for most male personal trainers, and is female personal trainers?
When you say
the same?
standard, meaning doing
I'm
what he
talking
was doing,
about-
because he was wilding.
One,
Let him
he's
incriminate
fucking,
you.
one, he's fucking somebody's wife.
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
Okay,
Keep
but
your image
a
clean,
client-
Marvin.
But a client,
A client,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
not just clients, but y'all, there's the thing about personal trainers,
Yeah.
they on the hunt, they always on the prowl.
All right.
And I seen you at our party, so don't be lying, nigga.
Don't be lying.
First off,
Yeah.
I don't do adultery. Okay?
Yeah.
That's
That's first off.
Like on my.
You got morals.
On my resume to hell.
Yes.
That's the one thing
It's not
that
on
when
the
I
list.
get to heaven, I can be like, but
Right.
Jesus, look.
Right. I didn't do that.
This
Yeah.
is I told you I was gonna hold off on
Yeah.
this. Now, as a trainer, I think it just like with anything, like maturity comes in, right? So
Right.
when I started training
How old?
at 25, ooh boy, I was
Running through them.
me and my boy, who I won't put his name out.
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
Incriminate nobody.
Yeah, your
He
boy.
married with about 5 kids right now.
Yeah, your boy.
But we started in New York.
His boy is your trainer. You was
And
talking about.
York.
we was in New York on the
Yeah,
Upper
yeah.
West Side, and so the Upper West Side is that area where it's close enough to Harlem that you get a lot of black folk.
Yeah.
But it's in
Manhattan.
like the Jewish community,
Yeah.
right? And then you have white girls,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so literally we just went through and like we just ran through the gym, right?
Yeah.
Now that I'm
They just fiending too. They like, oh, I'm sick of this Jewish community.
because this is what hold on, see,
black dick. I want
what
some
happens.
I want some circumcised black dick.
here's the problem with training.
Yeah.
You cross the touch barrier immediately.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So like when as a guy like. You know, we go out and we go to touch, like, we're dancing with a girl. We go, can I put my hand here on her back?
There's boundary.
Then how comfortable can I, as a trainer, she's got to lay down and you in between her legs, right off rip.
Yeah.
Right?
It's so sexual.
It is.
It's very sexual.
It's like track practice.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
you help
Like,
each
you
other
got to
stretch.
stretch,
Yeah.
you got to.
Yeah.
But that, yep.
So what happened, like, quick story.
Yeah.
I'm training a girl.
Yep.
She's married now.
Yep.
She invited me to the wedding, which I thought was weird. But this is, anyway.
Dog.
People grow up.
I'm stretching her, and I have on my shorts or whatever, and I'm like stretching her, and she reaches up and grabs my dick.
Just.
And she goes, "Oh, I thought it was your wallet."
You should have screamed me too.
Time out.
What? Wait, what dick?
Yeah, he should have screamed time
What
out.
dick look like a leather flat case?
To which my question was, and if it was my wallet, what was the next move? Can I borrow $5? Like she just.
She's trying to get the money out.
Once she said that, I would have been more offended. Why were you going to fuck for my wallet?
Yeah,
Like, you trying to take my
She trying
cash?
to take my cash.
I'd rather
Like,
you go
what?
for my dick.
That is a true story.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, this is my client. I won't fuck her. The next weekend I did, but it's
Yes.
only because I had a condom in my wallet. So I was already.
Well, she was already reaching for it.
I was
So
getting
yeah,
prepared for
it
this.
didn't
That-
matter.
So that shit happens.
Yeah,
but
right.
it's not a standard. Like there
Yeah.
are a lot of like you don't shit where you eat. And
Right.
if you
I
you
shit in my
fuck
house.
your client,
I definitely shit in my house.
Yeah, for sure.
I
shit in my
definitely
house.
eat there too. So,
Let me ask you.
I don't know how true that statement is.
You end up booed up, married, wife, whatever, eventually, with due time, right? Let's say that happens.
oh okay, yeah.
Hypothetical. It's a
Yeah,
hypothetical.
Calm down,
I
Marvin.
got-
Calm down.
I got
It's all right.
hopes.
Who
No,
hurt you?
I got
Oh,
hopes.
okay.
This training ass nigga, man.
I got hopes and dreams.
Nah, but let's say it happens hypothetically, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's say but you're tired. You're working. You got other things you're doing. Stand-up sets nightly, all that shit. Your girl wants to work out. She gets herself a new trainer. New trainer's name's Jerome. He a trainer.
Or Geronimo.
Or Geronimo.
Which is even worse.
Or Vin
I don't-
Diesel.
That nigga sounds like he's like mixed with The Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like he has a
My
little.
trainer. If she
No, it
say
sound
my
like he
trainer's
got-
name Geronimo, fuck that.
You know, that's a no,
No.
Geronimo
Yeah.
sound like he
Cut
play
that.
with animals on IG.
So as a former trainer, do you feel some type of way knowing what it's been?
I guess that's layered. All the shit is layered. But if she's not been about that life, and then all of a sudden she wants to train, go train with the nigga, like
Right,
please,
yeah.
because not to sound shallow,
Yeah.
but I've trained a lot of women over the last decade.
Okay.
And so there's something special about a woman mentally and physically who takes care of her health and fitness. So if my girl isn't like that and she wants to get like that,
Right.
Geronimo, knock yourself out. She's going to hate the nigga for the first 6 months anyway.
Right.
Because she's not going to be able to sit on the toilet or whatever like that. I'm fine until that nigga takes her to lunch.
Yeah.
That's when it
Because what
starts.
y'all,
Is that the
what,
nigga?
you don't need to go to lunch. I got lunch.
Oh, we're going to discuss my nutrition. No, we
Nah,
not.
no,
Right,
no,
right,
we not.
right,
We
right,
definitely
right,
not.
We're going to talk nutrition home.
But like I said, as you grow in it, you just learn you learn balance and you learn boundary,
Yeah.
and you understand, because it turns into more of a insecurity thing. Like when people can't let their girls go train or whatever, it's more of an insecurity thing. It's on the dude. But I can
You
understand.
shouldn't have trust until
how
you don't
feel.
have it no
Yeah,
more.
I can understand how you can
But
feel
That's what I'm saying.
uncomfortable.
You gotta. I mean, look, if you were the chick that you can't trust,
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
then
That's
you
the
should
point.
probably get out of that
Yeah,
anyway.
absolutely.
Message.
Absolutely.
Good shit. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
breakdown.
nah.
I needed it.
That's
I
fine.
needed
I like how you call me. And I'm a recovering thought, and I actually have a sponsor.
Yeah.
You have a sponsor?
Yeah, yeah.
Rome.
I'm a sponsor. If
No,
he-
real shit. Rome is,
Yeah, so if he calls me and he's like, "Yo, I don't need to go here," I'm like, "Hey, man, don't do it, brother." You know what I'm saying? You gotta help each other.
Hold on.
Because two thoughts have to help each other.
But no. I mean, you
Yeah.
just said so. You giving him this advice while you in Miami, just fucking
I
up
was
a
chilling.
storm.
no,
huh?
we didn't.
No,
do
look,
it until we
But
just-
you
No,
ain't
listen.
listen to what he said. He's his sponsor.
Yeah,
he
and
didn't say he needed a sponsor. He may not be there yet, so you just giving him good advice.
Yeah,
But I'm saying, like, okay, I mean,
and I'm chilling right now. I'm
it's one of those
celibate.
things, like,
What you laughing at?
do you your therapist giving you advice, but he out here stabbing people?
I mean, I ain't
You know what
stabbing
I'm saying?
nobody.
I know you're not stabbing,
Yeah, but
but
then
you
I-
kind of stabbing somebody.
I mean, I've been chilling. I'm chilling. Yo, relax. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Listen, dude. The same way that it got to black men not cheating anymore was we had to pick each other up one at a time.
That's right. Okay.
Okay. So it's the
a
same.
community
It's
thing.
a community thing.
Yes,
So
yes.
all I need, because I know. Sometimes I just need a nigga to be like, nigga, stop.
Yeah, stop.
And that's
Don't
a
do that.
dangerous
Right.
gym where you at.
Yeah, and that's a
You-
dangerous
you work-
gym. That's
you've
a
been
dangerous
there.
gym
Yes,
we
it
had.
is.
Oh yeah.
That's a dangerous gym we had.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Man.
That switching gears real quick. I'm in the grocery store yesterday.
Okay.
And stomach was a little wild. Yesterday. I think me and Cam was having stomach was crazy on Sunday.
Is it bubble guts
So
Sunday?
I'm in the store because I'm
Wasn't
picking
bubble
up some
guts.
stuff because we Cam was making this pasta last night. So I'm picking up stuff. I'm in the pasta aisle with the sauce and everything, and I'm looking, and I was like, all right, I feel a little gas. I'm gonna let this out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and let this out. And it's by far probably one of the top 5 worst smelling farts I've ever
It was
let
a
out.
fart though.
Huh?
It was a fart.
It was a fart.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a
That's
fart.
my concern.
It wasn't a
But
shark.
here's the thing is the aisle was empty before I farted. I farted, 4 people walked in.
Yeah, I was gonna say 5 people came around going.
I said, and I was in a dilemma because I'm really concentrating on getting this sauce because I just got off the phone with Cam and I'm like, all right, but I farted and now there's other people's in the aisle. I was like, I got to get out of here, which made me realize that there's certain aisles you can fart in though. Emmanuel said a good point this morning. He said you go to the pet foods aisle. Fart down there. You don't know what the smell
Be a
is
dog,
down there
cat,
already.
someone walk down there. Somebody with a
Go to the pet foods aisle. Maybe go around the deli meats.
I don't know about the
No.
deli.
Because they might have some meats that smell kind of weird.
Unless they're making like
Nah,
like eggs.
you ain't
unless
buying
they're
nothing
making
over there that
egg
smell bad
sandwiches
over there.
in the
Right.
morning.
If they make an egg sandwich, so you need a
But
breakfast
even- nah.
area.
Yeah.
Maybe a Whole Foods
How
hot
about you
bar.
just hold it till you go outside?
Nah, man, my stomach was
I ain't
wrong.
trying to smell that.
My real question is, don't most grocery stores have bathrooms now? So you
I
can
don't know
just
what you just said.
Bro,
First
go-
of all,
we-
bro,
grocery-
grocery
just
grocery
grocery
store.
stores.
have bathrooms.
Grocery shopping is therapeutic for me. I ain't trying to smell your arm down.
No, you want to smell therapeutic.
See, that's why I go. Look, see, that's why I go early in the morning because people like you ain't in there. farting
Yeah,
up
no,
the place.
listen. That was the first time I farted in there in a long time, and
There's
I
a
said I shouldn't do this no more.
You gotta
It's bad.
you gotta know the rules to it, man.
Yeah,
First of all, when you farting in the grocery store,
Yeah.
you gotta know you can't be in the middle of making decisions
Gotcha.
about food.
Enter,
you know what I'm saying?
exit.
You got to you really the thing is to keep on the move.
Okay.
You want to fart, walk, keep it moving.
Like in the
Right?
club.
Yeah, you
So
just
you-
gone. Fart, walk,
Fart,
I
fart,
walk.
want
walk.
to
Keep
ruin
it-
everyone else's experience.
I mean,
along the
as
way.
long as they didn't know. It was
Yeah, Lonnie didn't know it was me. It's like an elevator fart. Yeah, fart
So
walk.
what
fart
did the
walk.
people do that walked in the aisle?
I'm not sure. I was out of there. I farted. I seen her coming. I said, all right, well, they's gonna be back. And it was an old woman, and I know she probably cussed
How
as
would you
soon as she
feel
smelled
if
it.
you went and continued shopping, you came back and she was on the floor with people attending to her?
I ain't gonna lie, I probably go to the hospital because I'm like, if my farts are doing that, they got some type of toxic,
God.
some toxicity.
as soon as you pass them, they just start dropping. God damn.
That'd be terrible.
The real fear
Yeah.
is she could have thought it was her and
Oh,
panicked.
because she might not be able to feel it
I
no more.
might-
Like,
yeah.
might be
She
just
probably
roll
been
If
out.
she walking, she feeling it.
Call that shit the Ramona virus.
The Ramona virus.
Come on, man.
Hilarious.
I'm trying to throw some out there.
That's
I'm trying to throw a
first
joke out
title,
there. You know what I'm saying?
title name.
The
thus far
Ramona
option.
virus.
The Ramona
First
virus.
title option. Thus far.
Real quick, this story is for specifically Emmanuel about Miami.
Okay.
I'm in a bar in Miami,
Never been
having a
there.
good time, chilling, having had a couple drinks.
Right.
And I see a group of people dancing, and they just having a ball. And I see a real big dude in the group. He was a solid dude. I'm not paying attention, so I'm drinking. I get a little drunk. Bartender handed me like 2 free shots. I think he was a fan because he was like, "Hey man, glad you're down here having fun. All right, cool, whatever." So I'm drunk at this little while later, and I look over in the crowd, and the crowd is kind of sitting down, and people sitting down. The big dude comes over to the bar beside me, and I'm like, man, this dude he look huge,
Like swole,
fat ass hands,
okay.
but he was big. He was
was
big,
large.
He's large, and so his back was kind of turned to me this way, and I'm on this side, and he's talking to the bartender. So then he turns, and the bartender brings his drink, and I look, and it's Donovan McNabb.
Dog. Donovan.
And I'm drunk, so I'm like, Donovan McNabb? He's like, oh, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? I was like, hey, what's up, man? He was like, you want a drink? Yeah, sure. Let's have a drink. I had a drink with him and went on about my business, but
Donovan, man.
I said, "What you doing, dude?" It just looked fun. It looked so funny to be in this bar with Donovan McNabb.
What was your feeling, Cam? You an NFC East fan, so what is your feeling on Donovan McNabb?
I actually I like Donovan.
You
McNabb.
liked him?
But I can't pull for him when he was going against my team. But I actually did like Donovan McNabb.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
His shirt he had on was trash.
Yeah,
It was a bad shirt.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I think he has a bit of that Michael Jordan syndrome. You know, just niggas that are so good at what they did, but just can't do anything else. Like dress. You know what I'm saying? Like
regular
yeah,
trash.
just clothes are just trash. Why are they so trash?
It was just this
You
long
are so
shirt.
rich.
It was just had a bunch of designs or something on it. I was like, it looked like some Ed Hardy or something.
Yeah.
Because when you in Miami, people just go bring out the wildest clothes.
Yeah,
Like you gonna
I
bring out
guess
your
so.
brightest, your whitest, everything.
Your brightest and your
Just
white.
your brightest, whitest, and lightest. What you
Brightest,
bring out
whitest,
in Miami.
lightest. That's
Okay.
a Florida.
Yeah.
Okay. Brightest, whitest.
So
and
it's like
lightest.
when you
That
go to an
sounds-
island, you gonna bring a bunch of floral shirts
Yeah.
and stuff that
Yeah.
you want to keep open. So that's what they do.
That sounds like the motto for the KKK to me.
the brightest, whitest, and lightest.
Lightest.
Make sure y'all bring in the brightest, the whitest, and the lightest.
in that order.
In that order.
That's their new 2020.
Hell yeah.
I heard this young black man on the podcast talking about bringing in the brightest, the whitest, and the lightest.
The KKK will be at the NBA All-Star this weekend having a party. We want the brightest, the lightest, and the whitest. Oh my
No
God.
knickers.
No niggas.
So speaking of sports, I went to my first Lakers game.
All right.
this week.
Okay. Clap it
Okay.
up. Clap it
Yeah,
up.
that's worth
You was in the
it.
skybox, huh?
I was not in the
All right.
skybox.
All right. Cool.
You in like the first row?
I was in 105, row 105.
Okay, row
Okay,
105.
okay. 100
105.
rows back.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's solid.
That's only
105.
99 rows
Wait,
from
wait,
what
wait.
I was talking about.
Were you center court or were you behind the
I was like diagonal. I was like in a corner.
right?
Oh, okay.
I was
Okay.
in the
Okay.
corner,
Corner's
so I wasn't
good.
getting blocked by the goal.
Oh, that's
I was
good.
like
Yeah,
like
good.
a nice corner side
Yeah,
view,
I had that before.
and it was electric.
It
was
like-
electric?
Oh,
Who
it
they
was
play?
Yeah,
the
they-
Rockets.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
that was a
That's-
game though.
It was electric.
Your favorite player, James Harden, right?
No,
No.
no.
Other James.
Yeah.
Other James.
LeBron James.
Other James.
And Dwayne Wade, who no longer plays.
Now, what made it just the everything?
One thing, aesthetic first. They pump smoke.
Okay.
So it's a bunch of smoke. It gets foggy in
Okay.
there, and then the lights get dim. So all the light is really on the court. Like most arenas you go to, it's just lit up.
This during the game. Oh,
Yeah,
like-
this
okay,
before
okay.
the game.
Before
When
the
you
game.
walking
Yeah.
in there, it's kind of dim,
Yeah.
and they pumping smoke. It was like it was a smoke machine with this girl right by, like
Not
two
too-
levels
yeah,
up,
yeah.
right behind me pumping it, and it's so cool because it makes it smoky, and then all the focus is on the court. So it's like, okay, it's like being in a
yeah.
movie theater in a way. But,
Yeah.
But with LeBron James actually playing. But then they got this big flap that comes down from the scoreboard, and they project the players on. It was this, and then the game was good. And then
Who
I had
won?
to get Rockets in it.
Rockets.
Like it was tied each end of each quarter, and then it didn't get like space until like 2 minutes left. That's when the
Gotcha.
Rockets finally
Okay.
pulled up. But it
Westbrook.
was so
Went
good.
off.
Westbrook was a
It was
monster
so
that game.
good, man.
Oh,
I was
Rockets, like they fired this season? Like they.
I don't know if they doing that. I think they do okay.
No,
I don't
they're-
know.
They're doing well enough. They'll make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they didn't make any major moves.
LeBron dunk.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
about to say he gets-
Violent.
gets-
And he
gets-
dunked on my end too.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I seen
so
him
you
coming
seen him-
running. I
you-
tried to get my phone.
You
No.
Was it one you heard? Like you could hear the. Was it hard
Well,
enough?
soon they scream. Soon,
Oh, yeah,
as soon as he dunked, it's just everyone erupts. So you don't hear that. But the thing is, who I went with, her dad is a coach for Rockets, so
for
you get
Rockets.
tickets. So came there, and then we got guest passes, so you stay afterwards, and then
That's what I'm
with
talking
all
about.
the-
Cam working
Come
them
on.
connects.
That's how you do
the
it.
family and invitees of the
Oh,
team.
shit,
So
okay.
then all the players coming out.
Mhm.
They just out there saying what's up to their families and stuff. And I noticed like a couple dudes, and we was all looking at this one girl. She was just very noticeable.
Mhm.
You just keep looking at her. And then one of the players came out and kissed her on the mouth, and it just made a lot of sense.
Yeah. I
But
get it. I get it.
another funny thing I noticed was lower level, right behind the floor seats. It was one time during the game, a line of like 6 girls walked in.
Like,
I'm talking about like
Bad.
yeah.
Yes.
The top notch.
and
You
I
know they
just
were
knew.
invited by probably like some.
Yeah.
ballers,
And I just
right?
knew.
They
Yeah,
belong.
I knew.
They belong
I knew.
to the not the streets, but the courts.
brightest in the
Brightest.
night.
Yeah, definitely, it was definitely the brightest,
The brightest and the lightest.
the brightest and the lightest.
So
I'm
you seen them come in and sit down and
I seen they came at a very low level,
Oh, yeah.
right behind the
Oh.
announcers talking. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
They had just texted me like, "Hey, we here. We walk."
And they walked far. They walked past the Rockets, so I think they was doing something with the Lakers.
Oh,
With the
okay.
Lakers players.
Did they walk past you and go?
No.
Keep walking.
They were. I was too
He was
high.
too high.
He was, yeah.
They
He
were down.
he would have to go down to their level.
Yeah,
in order-
yeah, I forgot.
You
You
were
were-
rejected.
to 99
That's a
levels.
lot of
They
work.
where they walked out, the exit was the same place the players' exit.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah,
So
okay.
there you go.
All right, I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it.
Different.
Oh, okay.
Different.
All right.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. I mean,
But I suggest everyone go. That
No,
shit
for
was
sure.
good.
So you seen Westbrook up close?
Yeah, I seen Westbrook, Tyson Chandler.
'Cause when I first got
all
out,
the
I told-
Rocket players that came out.
Yeah, I told him I had seen Westbrook when I was in Memphis, and I was like,
But he didn't look as big as you was
he
describing.
looked big to me when I.
He looked like a
maybe
he
up-
tall,
but
but
you 99 rows back.
No,
he
I'm
might
saying
look.
when he came out, when I was.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, man.
He
Yeah,
didn't look that big.
He looked
like
big to
as
me.
he was describing.
Maybe he had some, maybe the shoes. Maybe he had some shoes. That
like he was tall,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he didn't look like this.
no, I didn't mean. Yeah, I
massive-
didn't mean
yeah.
like massive man, but he
Oh,
felt
no.
tall.
All
Tyson
them niggas-
Chandler looked big.
Yeah, that's
when he
right.
came out, like God,
Yeah,
damn.
damn.
Yeah.
Man, that's dope. You getting coach's daughter pussy.
Wait,
Because I mean,
wait,
that's
wait,
like.
wait.
I'm saying. He's saying.
This-
Whoever went with
This
him.
is just
is the
just
co-
my friend.
No, huh?
Just
This
my
man
friend.
was an idiot.
I thought it was coach's daughter's pussy.
Just my
I'm glad you're
friend.
getting pussy. What?
Coach's daughter's
But
pussy. That's how you get
Everyone
tickets.
go to a Lakers game.
Yeah, go to the
I
game.
seen Mitch there too. That's like Mitch. He
Oh,
was
oh,
in there.
really?
So yeah,
Nice,
got a
nice.
party coming up. He said he gonna invite us too. So
with
So
it.
we're gonna beat his ass if he ain't lying.
oh my bad. And I seen Denzel and Adam Sandler.
Are you
yeah,
you
they
both?
was in there too. Yeah.
That's funny.
They were close to your row.
No.
Denzel look old.
I mean, the closest
It's with the girls.
when they walked they walked out where the girls walked out.
Right,
too.
right,
Gotcha. Gotcha. They invited him, but that's
right,
their girl.
yeah.
That's hilarious. What else we talking on?
Gail King.
Oh Lord.
Got to touch on that real quick.
All right. So
Everybody just
you,
said,
want to break down the story or?
Well, Gail King over the weekend had an interview with Lisa Leslie, and she brought up Kobe's old sexual allegation case, and the internet lit a fire under her ass to where she feels threatened and scared. She didn't show up to work, and Oprah came out defending her crying. Well, fake crying.
Yeah.
Fake crime.
And just a bunch of people called her out because she was wrong.
Yeah, she was wrong. It's a time and place for everything, and that just wasn't the time or the place in that interview.
Here's my thing. He's already been acquitted.
Yeah.
He was alive long enough for you to ask him.
Yeah.
And he's dead. It's only been a week.
Yeah, it's been- yeah,
like his
it's
family is still mourning. Why are you asking that question? But the part that really I didn't like is she tried to convince Lisa. When Lisa gave her answer, she like, but what about?
But you didn't know.
Like,
You wouldn't know. Like,
It's like leave it
Leave it
Leave it
alone.
like leave it where it's at.
And I, I've heard. I think Charlamagne said this that it was, I'm not mad. I agree with her. I'm not mad at the initial question. If you're talking about the totality of his life,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? That, he did have some bad history. Any thoughts on it? Boom. No, I did thought better.
Move on.
Just move on.
Move on.
When she kept pressing
kept
on
pressing.
it, when she kept pressing,
That's-
it
yeah,
was
the-
like, yo, what the fuck you doing? Now it's like your agenda.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
trying. This is
Here's
clicks.
why people are mad, because it's not the first time. Like, her and Oprah have a track
Yeah, they
record
do
thus
this.
far
Yeah.
of doing this. So that's why, like, this was like the final straw that people just went off on her. So that's why they're really mad.
Gotcha.
Like, and then they're friends with Harvey Weinstein, all these other people, and they don't never ask those questions or
Never.
bring any
They
of
need to
that
be
up.
digging into them.
So
all
that's
day.
who you
Listen
need to be
to-
digging into instead of someone like Kobe. Like,
Yeah.
it was no point of that.
Yeah.
There was no point of that question, honestly.
And Lisa handled it. She handled it really good.
Lisa was about you not pulling me here.
Yeah, you're not
So-
pulling. Yeah, that's professionalism.
Right. I think
Oprah. go ahead. My
I
bad.
heard someone, I wish I could remember, I think like the Daily Beast or Total Daily Beast. And she said the problem is the narrative of race that's missing in the conversation, right? So she brought up Emmett Till. Emmett Till was legitimately lynched and murdered for
whistling at a
whistling at a white woman
allegedly,
who later
did-
came out and
said it
said it
didn't
never happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Which is one of many cases that's
Right. So
Many.
this is a black man thing. Black man, white woman. White women accuses black man. Black man could be innocent. Black man is guilty.
It's the same thing with
Immediately.
the Tulsa. What's the 5 kids in New York?
Um,
Accused of some shit, right?
Oh, Central Park.
Central
Central
Park.
Park.
Central
Yeah.
Park. You have the kid who was accused of like child molestation because of his girlfriend.
I did hear
Like
that.
he
Yeah.
claimed they were both high school kids,
Yes.
but he had pictures of her,
Mm-hmm.
and it was child pornography and child molestation. This is a
Put him
very
in jail.
black, white thing.
Yeah.
So because of that, the black community is highly sensitive. When I'm not OJ, sorry. When Kobe was acquitted because she refused to testify or they dismissed the case.
Well, she had different semen samples on her. She had 7
Yeah.
different
Right,
ones. She was schizophrenic.
She was in the streets wilding.
Yeah.
So we were like, there you go, white girl. So for Gail to bring that up now and try to push this narrative that he is guilty, it was like, first of all,
The man
black
did that.
woman,
Yeah.
you supposed to be on our side.
Yeah.
Second of all, he
It just died.
Just died. Family mourning with his daughter. Like,
Ain't had
what
a
you
funeral
doing?
the funeral hasn't happened,
Yeah.
right? And you're pushing this narrative. So like the response, a bit extreme because apparently there were death throats.
Yeah,
threats. I can't talk today or something.
Yeah.
This is my third one.
Testosterone, man.
I get
You just came for training,
You
right?
get some tea.
But that narrative that she's pushing is why the backlash was so hard. It's like,
Yeah.
take care of us.
Right.
And she didn't do that.
Right.
And then all the photos of her and Oprah and Harvey Weinstein.
Kissing him. Kissing this man.
in the
On
mouth.
Cheek and,
This
nah,
my
I don't
food.
know about the mouth.
No, fuck that in the mouth.
I mean, just like Oprah and her got to be careful. They ain't gonna be invited to the barbecue no more because
They got
It's
their
not-
toe on the outside
you-
now. They,
and this is how I
don't know,
always
people
feel, to
been
be
mad at
honest
them
with you.
too.
Like a lot of times, like when I see, we got to be careful who we look up to. Period. And I'm not gonna let this moment, even with Oprah doing the documentary with back-to-back black men. What was it? R. Kelly,
Russell
and
Hogan,
then Bill Cosby, and then
Michael or
Russell.
maybe
Oh,
Russell.
and then the Michael
Jackson
Michael
joint.
Jackson.
Like they're just going after all. It's like, yo,
Right.
your homeboy who you kissing on
Yeah.
in pictures is the biggest claim of this shit,
She
and
mad
you not
Harpo
even.
hit her. That's all that shit is.
And
Right. You told Harpo they hit me. She's
Right.
still holding that right.
Yeah.
Dog. But
Yeah.
I mean, when that money, when that check's coming from a certain place, that.
Yeah.
But, I think Snoop was calling her a bitch and shit, and really got after it, and
Yeah.
I didn't, wrong or right. That was one of his best friends. That's a L.A.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, your man's died,
Yeah,
and somebody
yeah.
starts talking shit,
Yeah.
you gonna go after him. So but I think why it hurts the most is it's because she's on our team. You're supposed to be on our team.
Yeah.
If it comes from the opposition on basketball, you expect the opposition to try to block your shot.
Yeah.
But look,
You don't expect someone on your team to knock it
I
down.
think what made it even worse is her explanation for it, saying it was the network. I'm
All
like, you
that
have the
bullshit.
right.
Did it.
You don't have to ask the question. Bill Bellamy
network.
came out. He did a great point. He said he interviewed Tupac, Michael Jackson, and Prince all at their most controversial times. And he said, as their friend, I didn't ask them certain questions because they trusted me, and I didn't want to throw them under the bus, give them even more negative light. So as an interviewer, he was saying, you have the choice to ask this question or not. You chose to ask
You
it.
chose that. And it was you.
And
it was
but
stupid.
see, I don't. And it's a fine line, right? Because as comedians, I'm all for freedom of speech. Saying what the fuck you want to say when you want to say it.
Yeah.
Not that doesn't go without repercussions.
Yeah.
Right? You could lose your
Yeah.
job, whatever.
Yeah.
We saw that with Ari Shaffir, which is a dude that said, Kobe Bryant's dead, good job, whatever.
yeah.
He was
That
saying
shit
he was.
didn't even come close to comedy.
And, it wasn't a joke.
That's my biggest point, right?
wasn't a joke.
There was no joke in the
No,
thing. You're
no.
just saying somebody's dead, and he tried to follow it up with, "I say this about everybody who
Like,
dies."
no.
because as a theoretical thing, right?
Yeah.
He laid it out as everybody always worships people when they die to the max. It's all glory, glory, glory. He said so. Every time somebody dies, he wants to be to point out the other shit, which as I see. Okay, you're trying to be, that guy. When you die, we'll know you for that. That's what he always used to do.
Right.
But is that something really?
No,
and from a comedic standpoint, fuck it. You could say a joke about Kobe. Honestly, I love Kobe. I shed some tears when he died.
You can say a joke, yeah.
You can
if
say
it's a joke.
If it's a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It gotta be funny.
It gotta be
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
It gotta be
worth it,
funny, but what he said wasn't funny, and that was my biggest thing about it.
Yeah.
It just wasn't funny. But all these people need to just think more. Gayle King talking about she said I think you might have mentioned. She said something like if men do better, they won't be in this position as much, or something along those lines. And that's when everybody was bringing up, what about all these niggas that got
That ain't
falsely acclaimed for doing nothing? Like, what are you
Nothing.
talking about? Like, what side are you
Yeah.
on? So, I think it's a long conversation that's going to be had.
It look like she don't use too much seasoning on her food anyway. So
No. They got bland ass chicken in Oprah's
Bland ass
house.
chicken. You
chicken
think her thick thighs are fake?
I don't think they fake.
they ain't fake.
I done seen some
They ain't doing nothing though.
You know what I'm saying?
heavy vegetarians.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, Beyonce had the fake belly that collapsed supposedly. Maybe she got some fake thighs. Like, I'm
fake
trying to look
thighs.
more like a black auntie
funny.
out here.
So in recent news.
Why'd you say that so loud?
In recent news, Erykah Badu came out and said she's going to produce a candle that smells like her vagina.
Two things.
Hold on. Before now, Gwyneth Paltrow a couple weeks earlier had said she's going to do a perfume based
What
on
is up
her
with these women
vagina.
and me
Right, yeah.
vagina sin?
Listen,
Go ahead.
Everybody relax.
My bad.
Everybody relax.
Go ahead. I'm gonna think.
Don't be a pussy about it. So
They trying to make me one. they trying to spray it on me. Go ahead.
I have no problem with you doing what you want to with your vagina. It's your body, your world. My thing is to package that with chemicals to spray. I don't know.
No.
I don't think one is even healthy or sanitary.
Two things.
Two,
Okay, Cam. Go ahead.
it ain't worth it.
Okay,
Two
it
things.
ain't worth it.
One, I'm attracted to Erykah Badu.
For sure.
I always have
Yes.
been.
For sure.
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued.
I'm
though.
intrigued.
I want to smell it.
I'm
Two,
intrigued.
first
From
thing
the
I
source
thought,
or the candle?
both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both.
I'd rather have the source.
Yeah, both.
Both.
Yeah, both.
I don't need
But
to-
I got to start at the candle.
Yeah.
But two,
Maybe.
all I thought about, if I was one of her exes, I got to get it, smell it, like, she lying.
Yeah. She bullshit.
That ain't it. That ain't what it smell like.
Lying ass.
Hold on, but wait, her
That ain't
exes,
it.
that ain't shit, because she's ruined lives. Whatever she's got between.
No. But they also came up. They went vegetarian. They did a lot of so maybe you'll spray it. You start to eat better.
I don't think it's the smell. I promise you, it wasn't the smell that fixed them. I guarantee you it wasn't the smell.
It's a
But
pheromone.
if
No, it
anyone
was
was to
whatever.
do this,
Get
I
off that
thought
shit,
I thought
man.
Erykah was perfect to do it. Though.
Yeah, I
like if anyone can pull this off, it's Erykah Badu.
I
I'm
said, I'm
intrigued,
scared.
but I'm scared.
I'm scared. Erica, like
I want to smell it. I want to smell that.
I would love to have a rendezvous with Erica, right? But if I come out wearing glasses with tape in the middle, selling bean pods and newspapers, I feel like that'll be my consequence.
Yeah,
I would just have to deal with
If
that.
I saw it firsthand like that, then I'll really be scared. I'm
Yeah,
like, all right,
yeah.
All right, nah.
And
That's a
and with both of
funny-ass
those
skit,
with
bro.
both of those cases,
Funny as hell.
with both of those cases, I was like, there's no. Because, there are vaginas that don't smell like anything. There
Yeah,
are vaginas that have some smell. So I was like, I don't know.
That's why it's intriguing.
What are they mixing it with? I'm not gonna lie. I'd smell both just because I want to.
I don't
know
care
it.
for the Gwen.
Yeah,
I don't care, but I'ma smell it
Erykah,
anyway.
Yeah.
None of it's real, man.
None of it's real.
I
None of
mean,
it's
like,
real. It's not
you
gonna-
think she's okay?
It's not gonna happen.
Every candle, bring it over. Let me get a little bit of my pussy juice on there.
Well,
Let me just
that's
dance.
really the question. Is like,
It's
how did they
That's-
get?
No,
like,
it's-
did she go to the studio or the lab and just like?
It's supposed
See,
to mimic.
Is it? That's what I'm saying. Is it?
But you got to get the source first. You can't
Yeah.
just
But do
imitate
you?
what you don't know.
That's why it
well,
would be a good. That's
she
why
knows.
look.
She knows what she smells.
That's why it would be a good interview.
They be like, add a
someone
little
need
more
to
lavender.
interview her and say, "What's the process?
What's the
of
process?
this?"
Do you squat over something and
She
put?
probably took a little bit, put it in a vial, sent it to a lab
To
in
the lab.
France. They took it apart, broke down the DNA.
could
Said,
you imagine a
there's
bunch
a
of
little
guys-
huckleberry in that bitch. There's a little.
Imagine a bunch of guys in the lab with gloves on it. Sit it down.
Oh yeah.
Waffle.
All right, guys, we're gonna be here for
Listen,
weeks.
dude.
We're gonna be here for weeks.
You just got a bunch of prisoners' jobs.
Dog.
This is your first dude. Like,
Dog.
yo, I'm out of jail. Yo, can I get to the pussy
Yeah,
factory?
I'm
Right,
trying to
right.
go. I'm trying to go smell the new. Do you think it's gonna become a trend where like if this gets like everybody gonna start doing it?
All you prisoners, we can
Possibly.
officially get you jobs. Either we can get you jobs at the law firms as assistants, where you could build your way up, or you could smell pussy juices for a lab. Anybody for law?
No.
Anybody for pussy juice?
Yes.
All you see is hands go up.
Raheem, weren't you defending yourself? Man,
No,
fuck
yeah,
that shit.
Right.
It could be a trend, but not everyone can pull it off. It's
Yeah,
a
not
certain-
everybody can
like a
pull
Rihanna could pull it off. Erykah
Ye-
Badu.
yeah,
You gotta have
certain
sex
aesthetic.
appeal. You gotta have real sex appeal to do that. You can't just be anybody and do that.
At what period in her monthly cycle
No pun intended.
is she?
That's
No, because like fresh off the cycle, it's got a little of
that metallic-y.
We won't know. That's why I said, look,
Yeah,
we
that
either
little,
gotta get an
penny
interview,
iron,
or we
like-
gotta
This is a man that's eating pussy right out the.
Oh,
Are you clear, babe?
look.
Metallic.
It's either
That's
we
why
gotta
that
get
beer so strong.
Come
we either
on,
gotta
man.
get an interview to get all the information, or we
Yeah.
gotta look at the description on the candle, because I'm sure it gotta come with some type of description on there. It's her telling the
You know it's
something.
not natural. First of all,
Yeah,
it's
it's
gonna
not,
be
I mean,
scented.
it's gonna- of course it's gonna be
scented.
of
you know,
course, of course.
based
But
on.
it's just so intriguing. I just gotta smell
is
what that
intriguing.
smells like.
They should call it "Pussy" by Badu.
If you
Pussy
walk by it in
Badu.
the store, you
Pussy
pick it up.
Badu.
Pussy
You
Badu.
gonna pick it up
Listen,
if you
dude,
walk by us.
it's
That
gonna
might
be
be
the one
another
you
title.
walk through the perfume out, and you like.
Wait a minute. No, imagine.
Now it'd be funny. You walking through the aisle, baby.
No, that's the same one I said. That's my wife.
The first thing you do is smell your finger. No, it ain't me.
You pick up some other customers' fingers.
Hey, put down my wife, dog. That is funny.
So did y'all see this carjacking with Lori Harvey?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I heard it, but I didn't.
Yes.
So she was in a parking garage. She was putting some stuff in the trunk. Dude crept around the car, jumped in the driver's seat. She tried to get him out. He pushes her. She tries again. He pushes her. And then she just walks off calmly.
Calmly walks off.
It's on video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just calmly. And everyone's like, is this real?
Like, why?
Was this a
She got
publicity
relaxed.
stunt? Like, she didn't walk. She didn't look back. She didn't run off.
Yeah, she
she
walked
just
off
walked
calm.
off calmly. And the reason she walked off because she got the push start. So you got to have the key
the little
near.
fob.
If you walk a far distance, the car won't steer.
Yeah. So that's
So that's why she did that. It's smart. But the way she walked off was,
It was
very. It was too calm.
It was like a sudden shift. It was like boom, fight, boom, fight.
and I'm
was like,
talking about
what the
calm,
fuck? Like-
not
Like,
notes.
no, there
pepper
was
in the step.
no.
Didn't look back. Nothing.
It looked weird. It
Did I hear right that she took like a selfie talking about something afterwards? Like,
I didn't
no,
see
no,
that.
no,
I didn't
no,
see
yeah,
that.
All right, shut the fuck up.
But she, to be struggling for your car,
Yeah.
and then to literally
Which
be
is
like,
not worth it.
right, and
Yeah,
then to turn around like somebody was like, "Hey, Lori, come here." Oh shit!
Uh-huh.
Like that's it.
exactly how she
It was
walked
just
off.
like,
Like somebody yelled, "Cut, Lori, let's do makeup."
Yeah, that's
You
what
gotta
I
hear
thought
it
it
all.
was.
She looked down on the phone, didn't look back, walking slowly. Not someone who just got robbed.
Cause me, I'm out of there. Like if it's that type, if I'm what the fuck? I'm searching for help running, but she just really it was weird. I don't know.
It was weird.
I mean, you know, there's a strong chance. You know, she with Future now. She could have been on some Molly Percocet. You know what I'm saying? She could have been just floating. You know what I'm saying? She getting pushed back.
Well, she wasn't floating when she first attacked. So
You remember how the Green Ranger used to play the thing?
Yeah. Oh my God.
She heard that and she got calm. She,
Percocet.
she heard
Chasing
the flute, the
Chasing
Green
Jack.
Ranger flute. No, that shit was weird.
So what was said after? Like,
I
did
don't-
she say, "Yo, I was robbed"? Did she
said,
call
yeah,
the police?
she said that they was trying to take her car, but then she said she realized she had the key fob and walked off. But that doesn't justify how she walked off so calm. Like she really walked off calm. Then you see another black car pull up, and Buddy that was trying to take.
But I pulled up before she walked up.
Yeah,
she walked behind it.
Yeah, she walked behind it, but then the car stayed there, and then Buddy
And then
hopped in
dude
the car.
jumped into, like there's some timing things that don't match.
Right.
Because the
And
black
that's
car was
what-
there first.
Right, and then she was like, "Oh, let me just walk off." Like it wasn't like, "Bitch, move." It was like, "Oh, your friend's here."
Yeah, when you see the video, you can be like, oh,
This is a weird.
it's weird.
This is
It's
weird.
weird. Real quick, I want to take a quick break real fast, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. Cam want to holler at us about a Twitter story he's seen. So
I'm gonna read this story. I didn't want to give y'all the detail. I just want y'all to hear it and y'all react as y'all go. So this girl wrote, "Okay, so boom, me and my dude been on." This came from
already
what's
know.
your
You
worst?
already know.
she got to be from New York. Okay, so boom.
Okay, so boom, me and the dude been on and off for years. We've been in drive-bys with his baby mama. She's gone call Pookie and them to beat my ass. Legit been through some things, all type of shit we done been through, all that. She said, so I got tired of ducking and dodging his baby mama and this bitch being camped out in my bushes calling me private and all this other goofy shit. So I told him we need to be done because your baby mama crazy. So I blocked him. We ain't talked for a month. Then boom. So I'm at home. I get a call. This dude drunk and stuck at the club. He need me to come get him, which really mean he wanted to give me some of that perk dick. But anywho, I'm telling him, nigga, you don't miss me, boy, bye. But I went anyways because perk dick. Hello.
Hello.
She said, so
Yes.
boom, I go get him. He all drunk and shit, looking fine. I'm trying to act like I don't miss him, so I'm looking out the window trying to look mad, but I'm really excited because I know what I'm about to have. So we get to the house and we going crazy, fucking. He's fine. His ass don't stink, nothing. He's showing out. He off the perk, putting in work. So boom, the next day we wake up, he all in my face because he know I just gave him that work and he probably won't hear from me again because I'm still mad about baby mama. So we talk. He made me feel better, but hold up. Here's where it gets spooky. So dude gets in the shower because he getting ready to go, and I know he depressed because he hate his baby mama, and she always want to call his PO when he cheating on her. Or you can't be cheating on people when you on probation.
Yeah, you got to chill.
Or try to leave her. So I guess he wanted to have sex again before he left. So he gets on the couch. I gets down on my knees ready to give that thug thizzle. He sits on the couch, so I'm. He sits on the couch, so I'm got two hand twisting it out. Okay,
This is
head
a
bopping like
nigga.
a bubblehead because I had a point to prove. Okay, stop playing with me. So he grabbing everything in sight like the bitch he is because I was giving him that pressure. So boom, like I'm just finna come. So to him, I turn up. So I'm going, y'all. So he come, I'm done. I'm feeling like the Mac of the century. So I'm still sitting on my knees, and dude get off the couch to go put his clothes on. I'm looking around like, what is that smell? I raise my arms like, is it me? What the fuck? Nigga, I look over to the couch, and there's boo-boo. Wet, slippery kind. And I had to stare at it for a minute because I'm like, did this nigga just shit on my couch? So I'm distraught at this point, and I didn't want to make him feel bad because you a grown man. You just sit on my couch. So he dressed and sitting across the room and talking to me about bullshit I don't even remember because all I kept thinking was, this nigga shit on my couch. So he's still talking, blah, blah, blah. At this point, he trying to do it again. So he started trying to fill on my cat. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. Do you know he made a comment about me not being wet? Nigga, you shit on my couch. I'm a fucking desert right now. So anyways, I'm like, well, I got to go walk my fish type shit. Anything to get him out the house ASAP. And I'm in the house alone staring at the shit and shit staring at me like. So I'm cleaned up the shit. I'm back and forth like, helping not to throw up. Long story short, the smell never came out the couch. I bought a new couch and never spoke to him again.
Wait. All right.
That's what I said when I read that.
Ironically, that's
so
not
many levels.
That's not the first couch shitting story I've heard before.
Wow.
Ironic.
How
So
My question, why she didn't say nothing to him?
No, you gotta.
I'm not cleaning that up. You cleaning that up.
You shit on my couch.
First he
of all,
didn't know.
Yeah, that's my. How the fuck? Listen, dude.
I don't want no head that's gonna make me shit.
I don't know.
I was gonna say,
Actually,
that must be some fire ass head.
Because that's obviously what happened. He must have been squeezing so hard.
Maybe he had a.
Maybe that's not a push.
Remember, he was at the
squeezing.
club doing
That's
drugs and drinking.
That's what
so
I'm saying.
he got
Have any
probably
of y'all
had-
done Molly Percocet?
No.
Do you know the side effects? Could it be shit
Nah.
inducing?
No, but alcohol, a bunch of alcohol. You probably ate a bunch
Plus
of
the Percocet?
stuff.
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
perk.
I don't know.
probably.
She said perk dick. I've done Molly and
Okay. No shit.
Marvin. I'm messing with you.
what?
Let me
My
know.
mother right now.
Let me know the next time you do it. But
And that shit is amazing. I'm just gonna put it out there. It's the one drug I avoid because I'm like, oh, this is
That's
how
how
I'll become a
good.
junkie.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like if you look back and it's like, oh, Marvin's a junkie. Just walk by like Molly, but like,
That was it.
You goddamn right.
Yeah.
So, head on Molly
It's different. Okay.
is different. I don't do the perk shit, but
Yeah.
So you know why he could have shit it without knowing?
no.
Okay.
That is
Okay.
that is what I'm
That's
saying.
still- I
Like
thought you was
even
getting there.
with that, you still know what's happening. Like everything's on 10.
You can still feel your butthole.
Right.
So we've all like maybe. Here's a TMI moment, maybe,
Okay.
but I'm
All
gonna
right.
say we all, and I'm
Okay.
gonna blame it on you.
Okay.
We've all been hitting it from the back and like fart a little bit, like at some point.
I mean,
Hold on.
like,
You
who
or
fart?
them?
Who fart?
Both.
No.
He said that.
Nah.
Never.
I ain't never
have
fart. I ain't
never
never
been
fart.
hitting it from the back.
I never
and
farted.
I fart.
No.
I've made a girl. I've made you
No.
know.
I farted once.
I've listened to-
farted
You
once.
hit it
happened.
from the back and farted.
I think I farted once. I think I
No.
let out a little
It-
fart.
I've never
It's not a big fart.
It's not a
but
big
it
fart.
was
It's
a
a little, it might
I
little
feel-
something little.
I'm not saying I never farted
Hello.
during sex, but hitting it from the back. I
But
don't
you
know if I-
know that you farted, so I don't understand how this
Yeah,
nigga didn't
yes.
That's the point.
feel some shit slide.
That's the only thing I could think of.
He didn't
This
smell
person.
it. He didn't feel it. He just got up, got dressed.
And then
you didn't
like
see
I'm about to
it?
say he ain't wipe again, so he got shit.
Because he
stains in his
obviously
he didn't
slid.
know.
Because it wasn't a turd. There was a streak, probably.
It could have been a shark that just
Oh,
came out.
no.
Right, but even if it's a shark, like you know when shit ain't right.
You know when shit
Like
is out.
we've all been there when you're about to fart
Well,
and then you go,
obviously,
I'm not
obviously
even
he
sure
did.
what this one's going
Obviously,
to be.
he didn't.
I think it's the Percocet, man.
It had to
has
be.
to be. It has to be like
But this is next
anti
day.
It is
butthole
next
feeling.
day. And he just got out of the shower.
But I don't know
So
how
he
long
could
that's-
he should have shit it before he got
Remember,
in
he
the
came
shower.
from the
Future-
club, so it's early. It's already next day when she got him.
Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
he still could be.
Future might know more about this because Future had
done
a
shit on
song
the couch
called
before.
"Shit,"
Yeah,
right?
he did. Yeah, he did.
That's
That's where he got it from. I shit on your couch. Stick him. I shit on your couch and then I live
I'm saying. We didn't go back and look at the lyrics.
I know that's what-
Go look up Future
Look at
shit.
this shit.
It must be a
Future's
common thing.
His future's
That's Future's ex.
We go
That's
back
funny.
and look at the promotional cover. You see a shitty couch cover in
Is
the
that
back.
Sierra's?
the way phenomenal way to describe it because she's describing it like a dude would describe a story. All right,
Definitely.
so boom, I bet give me
Yeah,
that
yeah,
pressure.
yeah, right.
Bada, bada, bada.
I'm like 90% sure that person is really a dude.
yeah.
Acting like
I
she's telling
looked her up.
funny
I
ass-
looked her. I looked her up. It was a girl.
It's a
I
girl?
looked her up. Yeah, I went
What
to
she
the
look like?
media.
that is.
Whatever. But every time I get a crazy story, I need to see a face.
Yeah, you gotta-
to it.
yeah,
Like,
you
I'm,
gotta-
I'm
you
that
gotta see a
person. I
face.
need to see what you look
You
like.
gotta see a face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a story my homegirl told me. She's like, no, she's like, guys, moral of the story is make your beds before you invite a girl over. She said she was dealing with this dude, and she already didn't really want to keep dealing with him, but you know she wanted some sex. So cool. So he's like, yo, come over. So she gets there, and the bed's kind of like crumbled, like the sheets is kind of crumbled up. They ain't, you know, so they get in the bed. They fuck, they do whatever, they roll around, da-da-da. So at the end, he goes, he grabs her panties, he throws them at her, he's like, here you go, there go your panties. And, you know, he feeling this stuff, you know, we just did our thing, da-da-da. She goes, these aren't my panties. She goes, these aren't my panties. He's like, oh, no, yeah, those ain't true.
No.
Those ain't
See,
true.
at that point, I've come to the point where, like, if I fuck up that bad, I'll leave.
Yeah, but he was at
Just
home.
walk out.
He was at home.
I still walk out.
Yeah,
I'll be back
She's
later.
like, no, these ain't my panties. He was like, oh. She was like, so you just not gonna wash his sheets? She was like, she was more so mad. He didn't even take the time to wash his sheets from the time before.
I mean, there's been times I've been a nigga,
but
but
full panties in
I
there.
thought you
Full
were about to say
panties.
he threw underwear. It was his, and she
And they
saw
got shit
in
on.
it,
No,
and
that
so-
would have been.
That was the logical thing. This was
That would have been
going.
fun. No. She threw
Got
it, and
better
it just
now,
wasn't
How
her
old was
panties. She said this was a couple years. So it might have been like 26,
26.
27, something like that.
See,
but
he was set up, is what I'm saying. I'm a defense attorney.
yeah, I'm gonna defend
okay.
it. Yeah.
Because that's a chick move when she want somebody else to know she's around, right? Because I've had this happen
yeah.
where like I've made my bed
Yeah.
and the drawers were
Tucked on the back end.
underneath.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hitting it from the back. I may or may not have farted, but while she's looking down, she reaches and goes, "Whose are these?" And I'm like, "Yours." These aren't mine. I knew they weren't yours.
I
knew-
just.
That's
What
it.
am I-
Here's
what
the
am I
thing,
gonna
though.
say? What are you supposed to
If
do?
this not
Karen.
if this not your girlfriend,
Well, that's the thing. It's not your girl, and
But
she's
it's still a-
got to eat it. But you still
It should be-
can't.
it's a
shouldn't
hygiene
be
thing.
thrown in her face.
Yeah.
It's
Where
not
was
a
it at when
hygiene
you
thing.
found it? Where was it at?
It was at the. So you know how the headboard and the wall have that little fucking
That little
gap.
crack.
Yeah.
Okay. It was
That
right
gap.
in there.
But that's not
That
like
headboard gap dangerous.
draws don't get there.
The
Like
draws don't
that
get
that
there.
is an intentional
Intentional.
deposit, right?
I mean,
'Cause when I
was this-
pull draws off, they go that way,
Right.
So bull,
Yeah, that
X-ray.
way.
Yes.
Same way.
Yeah, that way.
Same way as the fart. Same way as the fart.
Same way as the fart.
Amigos, that way.
All that shit goes this way. Nothing goes to the top of the bed.
All of her draws go that way.
That's funny.
So that he was set up. That's what I'm saying.
No, for sure. I mean,
all of Marvin Brees bad and bougie.
You know, I have heard of some shit like that though. Like where Mike
leaving
told
hair.
the story.
No, leaving hair.
Yeah, all
and
that-
that
yeah.
A chick left hair on the toilet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like around the rim or some
Yeah.
shit. Like, oh
Yeah.
shit, that's some
yeah,
that's some psycho ass shit.
That's some wild
It's
shit.
some wild shit. And girls are super detectives. Nigga, I've cleaned.
Oh yeah.
I've rolled shit.
Oh, yeah.
I've like made sure shit is perfect. And they'll be like, hey, what's this piece of hair around your balls? I didn't know there was a piece of hair around your balls.
yeah.
Listen, dude,
Yeah.
that is a girl with straight hair is the most dangerous
Oh, yeah.
girl in the world.
That's
She leaves
one of the
hair
funniest jokes I ever
Everywhere.
heard. One of the
Yes.
funniest jokes I ever heard. This black dude was talking on stage. He was like, "Yo, I fuck with white girls, man. I like getting head, like all that." He was like, "But white women, y'all got to tie up your head better, man, because weeks later I'm pulling hair off my balls like look like Easter egg basket grass, dog."
Like
Easter
Ah,
egg basket grass.
that shit was
Who
so
said that? You know
funny.
who said that?
No, it's a comedian. I can't remember his name. I just seen him
wrong.
at
That's
the chocolate Sunday.
That was funny.
Shut up.
That shit, and it's what's this?
right.
It ain't yours, bro.
Yeah, straight hair is dangerous.
Straight hair is dangerous.
Yeah, you cough and be like, "What the come outside." But I want to talk about Valentine's Day, particularly for you,
Okay.
because one,
You want to get me something?
I was thinking about it. I was
Okay,
thinking about a
alright,
nice little maybe Easter egg basket for Valentine's Day.
no hair in that bitch.
But do you feel, as someone who's in a relationship, the pressure of Valentine's Day, or are you two kind of like, it's another day? We do stuff regardless, because I feel like there's always, you start to see all these memes during Valentine's Day and this and that and that. I'm just like, Valentine's Day is so whatever to me, and I don't know if it's just because I'm not in a relationship, but even when I was in one,
Yeah.
This is a consumer holiday.
Yeah.
it's like I
consumer
don't really. I was like, I don't know. So I was just wondering, like,
My girl, so my girl's very low maintenance.
Cool.
She doesn't ask for a lot, doesn't need a lot. She's very cool. We cool, wonderful, experience. That doesn't go to say that she wouldn't like something,
Gotcha.
no matter what day it is.
Gotcha.
Right?
No matter what day it is.
Valentine's Day is like, sure, she could be like, oh, it's cool. We don't have to do nothing, whatever.
Yeah.
But deep down.
You start seeing everybody else getting gifts. You start,
yeah, man.
right.
Like,
You gotta
at the
fall
end of
in
the
line
day,
of
it's
Valentine's
still
Day is
that
a second
feeling, man.
birthday for girls.
Pretty
You
much.
know what's funny is, like, say you got your girl
Yeah.
something, maybe you got her something just nice.
Right.
I'm chilling with my girl. Y'all come over on Valentine's Day. Hey man, Emmanuel got me da 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 da. I'm looking at you. Why the fuck? Why you do now? You know I gotta go out to the goddamn store.
You gotta wait until the holiday.
You bring that shit out later. But what I'm thinking is, over the past like 2 years, OnlyFans has been popping. We were just talking about that this morning.
That's the
OnlyFans
site
have changed
where
the site where-
it's Twitter, but
for
it's like
some
you
big
can look
girls.
at girls
It's
naked
like-
or some shit.
Yeah,
It could
It's
be
like-
anything.
it could be honestly, it could be anything. But a lot of the girls,
people are using it for is like raunchy stuff.
yeah, raunchy stuff. I think this year it's a leap year. Things should be done differently. All these women are making money off OnlyFans.
Uh-oh.
Treat me to Valentine's Day. I feel like y'all getting a lot of y'all getting treated well throughout this whole year.
Hold on, I don't.
Wait, so
No,
you-
listen.
you
Okay,
dating a girl?
No.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
saying-
it's
I'm just
specifically-
saying, if my girl had only for the girls, because I seen a girl specifically that had OnlyFans talking about my man needs to be doing this for me,
Oh, nah, but
and so I was like,
Hold on. So there's girls on OnlyFans
making bread.
making
where
bread.
bread.
niggas go on there to listen to her talk about what her nigga ain't doing.
No. OnlyFans
I'm
by
just saying,
itself.
that's
She
what you
on
just
there,
said.
she probably-
So
Look,
I would be
OnlyFans by
logged
herself,
the fuck off.
she has her OnlyFans. She making, let's say she making some make $20K a month.
Right.
Boom.
Yeah.
But then I see on
That's a lot of
Instagram or Twitter them saying, I'm so excited for my man to do this for me for Valentine's Day.
I got you.
No, boo. Take that $20K. You invest something in your man because you out here winning.
Right now, it's just women have the upper hand, right? This is what it is in terms of that. It's always man is take you out, do all that shit, right? That's the agenda, I guess. But
women have always had the upper hand. They're just using it. Like, I couldn't put my dick smell in a bottle.
Well,
And so,
right.
Could you imagine?
Right.
You gotta work.
But that's
balls,
now.
Nobody want no Telp smell.
my balls
See-
being lit in your living room.
But
like
back in the day, see, like
Marvin's
women,
Garden?
guys used to Marvin's Garden.
That sounds like a projects in Baltimore.
That shit.
Marvin's Garden.
He said it sounded like a project in
Baltimore, where you
Baltimore.
from?
I don't know why I had to be Baltimore. I feel
Marvin's
personally
Garden.
attacked
Because
right
you
now.
from there, so that sound like a
Shout out
project.
to B More, man.
Don't go in Marvin's Garden.
My thing is, at one point, it was a little more skewed towards men because back in the day, niggas beat the shit out of women. So once you could put your hands on a woman, or not that you could, but when they did, that gives you a physical hand over them just in every essence. Now, where we're more civilized and we're coming to a normal society or what we consider a normal society, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed, don't touch a woman, none of that, right? But now you got incidences like Johnny Depp. Have you seen what's going on with that?
No.
Okay, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Am I right? No, or am I wrong, Hannah? Yeah, Amber Heard. Amber Heard is Johnny Depp's wife, right?
Okay.
There's been this whole thing that she's been either trying to divorce him or something, but she's saying that he used to beat her and physical abuse and verbal abuse and all this. Now tapes have been leaking that he recorded where she's admitted, yeah, I put my hands on you, but who they gonna believe? Essentially, okay? There's more out there on it, but these are on the tapes. The same day, and these tapes have been coming out this past couple years. Listen, when I was a kid, Johnny Depp was one of the biggest stars. This was Pretty Boy, number 3 at least out there, right?
That's
Or something,
Edward.
right?
That's Scissorhands.
I seen a picture of this man where he looked decrepit and just like he looked like he falling apart.
You like Jerry
And I
Jones?
was like, what happened to Johnny? He kind of.
Yeah.
I was like, what happened to Johnny Depp, man? And now these tapes start coming out, and you see like this woman has been manipulating the fuck out of this man.
Oh, shit.
And at the same time, I think one more tape dropped sometime this weekend. She was at a Me Too rally speaking in front about we are sick and done and tired of it. And I'm just like, this is the reason why the whole thing about like just believe women. That you can't. You believe facts.
You believe facts.
Believe
Yeah, you gotta-
facts.
you gotta-
Like you don't just believe women just because they could lie too.
Yeah.
If it's all even, there could be good people and bad people on every side.
Yeah.
And so
Gail King.
right.
Sorry. This is how
But so I don't know how the fuck I got to this topic.
But
But I'm just saying,
OnlyFans is how you got there.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
This was Valentine's Day.
She gonna start an OnlyFans.
She got to start her OnlyFans.
I don't know how you got there. What was your reason for going there? But
I
it
don't
was a
even
good
remember.
story.
It was a good story, yeah.
But we
Yeah.
here.
'Cause I didn't know
We
that.
here.
Good
We
story.
here.
That's
So
crazy.
what's the conclusion? Like, what are people saying
The
when
tapes are leaking
came
now.
out?
Oh, it's getting crazy.
It's getting
now.
bad.
You know what
Because
I'm saying?
that
Are they
same.
turning against her now? or
Oh,
something?
definitely.
that's
There's
rough.
some women, there's some people still trying to stick up for her, but it's mostly like, oh, she.
What did she say?
I don't believe. Have you heard anything, Hannah? Has there been another public statement since yesterday? Appreciate it. But yeah, so
So basically, she got started OnlyFans. OnlyFans solves issues. Get your money. You get
Amber
your
Heard's
exposure.
OnlyFans.
you get out there, but
That's messed up, man.
that is
crazy.
messed up. That's trash.
Because, man, yeah, go ahead.
Last couple things before we get out of here. So
and
was
real quick, let
Oh,
me
go
make
ahead.
this clear too: is that ruins it for other women.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's a major part. It ruins it for other women that have been abused, and you're taking advantage of that. So
Yeah, it was like the Juicy Smouye issue.
yes,
For black folk.
exactly.
Yeah.
You ruining it for all of us.
So this just happened. So yesterday there was this viral clip going around of the stripper that fell from this like 15 feet from this pole. I think her name is Jania Sky, and she did actually end up hurting herself. She fractured her jaw, and I
Broke
think
some teeth.
Yeah, I think broke some teeth, all this. And, people were making jokes at first, but, like, this young lady could have really lost her life because
Like,
way she fell, I was
went
surprised
face
she
first.
didn't.
Yeah.
Like, but first off, she hit got up, still started
And
twerking.
then show must go on.
I said, that's first off, that's phenomenal.
she's a G.
Right.
Yeah.
She's a G for that. And go ahead.
I was just surprised no one ran up immediately. Like
The girl in the video was like, "Oh my god, is she okay?" I mean, that's
Everyone would just, I would have at least walked. Hey,
Yeah.
Oh, stop! Are you all right? You
because
just
she could have
fell.
been confused. Like,
I'm about to say that was her automatic response was just
because if she fell any other way, it could have been a wrap. It could.
listen, dude. If she falls like that again, it might be a wrap.
Yeah, no. So all that happened, I was like, you know what? I am glad she's okay. She made a video talking about how she's overwhelmed with positivity. She was crying in the video because people are just pouring in there, and it's all this stuff.
She looked like she should have fell apart.
Yeah, because
As soon as she hit the ground,
she
like,
smacked. I was
like
God.
particles just turned.
I was like, fuck. So then, I see all that. Cool. This is my question for this whole situation: do strippers get workers' comp, or do they have some type of medical? Because that's a serious injury.
But I don't know because not like it's so many strippers, and sometimes they all don't just work at one place. They be bouncing
For
around.
sure.
Right.
So I don't know.
Are they
how you-
contractors?
That's what I'm
no
saying. Are
stripper
they-
feel like they're
union.
Yeah, there's not a
contractors.
stripper
So
union.
there's not a stripper union.
Should there be? Because things like this, there's been cases like this that have happened before.
We need to bring a stripper on.
Because
Next week.
and should these polls?
Marvin's gonna be back too.
I guess for
Just gonna sit on the floor.
Right, he's gonna be in the corner.
and I guess for entertainment purposes, this is good. But like safety wise, should these poles be this tall? Should they be going up this high? Usually the poles you get in your house, they right here to the.
Well, I figured she was down south because down south is where you have to be a gymnast.
No, for
to be
sure.
a
No,
stripper.
yeah, it's in
Yeah.
Texas. It was in
Yeah,
Texas.
yeah,
It was in
so-
Texas. But the pole was crazy, and it's like, do you really need to go all the way up there? I don't know what moves she could have been doing because they're very talented. They do a lot of great things.
For me, I don't need all that. When I'm coming to strip club, I ain't coming
Yeah.
for the gymnastics.
I'm not here for that.
Well, a lot of people are though.
I'm
Yeah,
here for the
but
gym. I'm here for the gymnastics.
I
Yeah.
would say I was in Atlanta. I was at King of Diamonds. Somehow we got lost and ended up at the strip club. And
Or Diamonds.
no.
So
King
wait.
of Diamonds. So there's
So wait,
Diamonds of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Let me
Thank
ask you
So there's
this.
Diamonds
Wait,
and
so
Diamonds
let me
of
ask you
Atlanta.
before you
Thank
continue.
you for correcting me.
Before you continue, so you drove into the parking lot,
Mm-hmm.
paid for parking, got out, paid to get in, exchanged your money, and then you notice you got lost.
Because it was what happened was he was going to a birthday party.
He did everything and then was like, oh, shoot, I'm
Oh,
off.
I was like, this is
I'm
the wrong
lost.
party.
Okay.
But I was there
Makes
with,
sense. I see how that could
with a
happen.
couple
Yeah,
of
I
my
got
frat brothers. So he was like, we'll do this, and then
Yeah,
we'll
makes
cross the
I
street.
thought this meant we were on the way to Subway, and somehow I was in strip club. Like,
They was on their way to Marvin Gardens.
And Marvin
Marvin
Gardens.
Gardens.
This girl is my my height, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Blonde hair, thick, like healthy, just
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Amazon.
Your eyes are
Yes.
saying it all.
Dude,
Yeah.
It's Atlanta.
she gets on a pole. She does a series of things that my trainer aspect of me appreciated so much that I threw my entire wad of money.
Because you
at
knew
her.
how strong her core had
Yeah.
to be to pull off
Yeah,
those
yeah.
moves.
And then to still twerk in the air. So there's an element of just like skill
For sure.
Yes.
and strength that comes with that. So I literally threw the whole thing at her and I said, "Don't you dare do that again."
I've never threw money in strip club.
The
I
whole
hand money.
The whole thing.
Because I get lap dances,
I didn't
so I'm
even
just
take
handing
the
money.
paper.
You just- you just-
I didn't even take the paper. I just
You throw an envelope like you get from the bank. You just-
Look, as a stripper, I would prefer that.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
just-
easier cleanup.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just grab that. I ain't gotta be
Put
sweeping
a
up
whole
something.
envelope in there.
We're not saying bombard women with the whole thing, but I threw it at her. I did, and I was upset, but I was impressed at the same time.
Yes.
I got her number after, but that is
Yes,
not
that's
neither here nor
wonderful.
there.
Yeah, yeah.
But the pole and the whole aspect of that is now you start to see 3-4 women on a pole at the
Yeah,
same
no, for
time.
sure.
Yeah.
I saw one girl surfing.
Surfing,
I've
on
seen
like
that a lot
2
of-
girls.
yeah.
So
I'm not
you
gonna lie, that was
need-
pretty cool.
No,
but
it is cool.
I'm still not there for that.
It's cool.
I'm way more there for that than some of those the white strip clubs where they doing like blow twerk.
fire
yeah, and just like
Yeah.
With
you
the
know,
snakes and-
and all this
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
shit. Like I don't care about none of that.
I don't think nobody do
I
that
need to
anymore.
see ass moving, but I like the effort going into the other
Right.
tricks and movements.
For
and
me to
stuff
see
like
that, it's gonna be me moving a girl that's giving me a lap dance.
Yeah.
Because that's what that's
Yeah.
what I would go. That's
I
what
just
I'd go
don't
for.
know if they really need
I
to be
do
that
go.
high. Like them, is they
Why
really
not, man?
like
You gonna tell Hollywood stuntmen, oh, don't do it that hard?
No. But that's Hollywood.
But I'm saying this is what they get paid to do.
The
This
thing
is your
that
job. An
Hollywood
NFL player-
stuntmen have a union.
They do.
So-
That's the thing. That's the point.
Well, whose job is it to create the union? That's
It's
the strippers.
ours.
Stripper.
No, it ain't.
No, it's not.
My job is to enjoy this ass.
That's true. That's
Walk
true.
15 feet up to the
Look,
roof and
strippers,
drop.
strippers, if you listen,
But now,
it's time for y'all to.
y'all gotta
have a stripper
unionize.
union. Yeah,
Unionize.
And they could. We don't even know, honestly.
They could.
They got the Stripper Coalition of America.
They could.
like coming
They
together.
could. But I was just
Especially
like,
after what happened in the Super Bowl with all the girls who mad they didn't get paid from that stripper party
for the
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
oh wait, they didn't get paid.
well they got paid not as much as they should. Like they paid to be in there.
You know who
And
could
then
change the
it's
world?
crazy.
With that? Cardi B. If Cardi B started like some type of united stripper union
Yeah.
and was like the spokesperson
Yeah.
and got
I
some
would
funding,
not listen to one thing she said though.
You would.
No, you would. It doesn't matter for us.
Yeah,
We
don't
don't
matter for
This is like if Italians have a coalition, or not Italians, but like the truck drivers. I mean, you wouldn't
Yeah.
care as long as you deliver my food, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But as a customer, for them, for their protection and bossing up against the clubs when they not getting money, that could be a cool thing. Cardi B walk in anytime there's an issue at a club, you know what I'm saying, with the rest of all the money and
I think they
women
do
that
need
back
it
up.
though. It's a
You
good
know,
So
idea.
that's good.
Yeah.
How
And
hard
Cardi
would
B
it be?
could.
Would it be as
Hell
hard
with
to
that.
join the SAG after? Is it? Are they
Probably.
gonna have to
Do
give,
they
like,
need
give
it?
vouchers?
They
No,
got-
because
yeah.
stripping
Now
ain't
listen-
shame no more.
Yeah, that's
Get
true.
shamed
Yeah,
for
they
that no more?
No,
yeah,
not
so
at all.
they don't care.
Yeah, I mean strippers, that
Cardi B blew up. So
exactly.
Listen, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They tell you I'm gonna be here tonight. Come out here tonight.
Come watch me.
Marvin was who I was with. Remember that story I told when we left Mike's party and the girl?
Oh my God!
rolled
Yeah,
down the
just
window. Yeah, that's
roll
what
up on
I was,
you.
with, I was with Marvin.
Where y'all going? Huh?
Oh, yeah. Make sure this is where I'm gonna be at. Don't come on Thursdays because that's my off day. I don't work on Thursdays.
That's
But everybody else,
hilarious.
that shit was crazy. But yeah, I'm glad she's all right though. But that fall looked
Yeah. I'm glad you're good.
That fall looked wild.
That's all we got.
And then we'll wrap
didn't
up with
watch
the
that.
Oscars here. I didn't watch it, but
Oscars, anybody?
I
No?
did see that Hair Love won something, didn't it?
Hair Love, man.
Yeah.
Did all y'all see that?
I seen
it was
it,
an
but-
animated short. Issa was in it as a mother, and it was all
She got
about
an
basically a
Oscar?
little girl and her.
Well, the Hair Love.
I guess the people who
who created it.
created
The animated. It was
Yeah.
one.
the
Yeah.
animated. I think. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if the people wrote it or
That's dope,
animated or
though.
whatever. But that was really cool.
And then our boy got something. The Pit.
What he
Brad
get?
Pitt won Best
For,
Supporting.
what's
I
the name?
believe,
For,
Once Upon a
Once Upon a
Time.
Once
Time.
Upon a Time. Yeah.
Yeah.
He killed that.
Yeah.
Overall, man, who gives a fuck? Look, I like.
Yeah,
you know,
overall, yeah,
the
no,
one thing
yeah.
they didn't. One, Marriage Story was one of my favorite movies last year. I
That
thought that was.
shit
Have
was
you seen that? It was on
phenomenal.
Netflix. It
That
was
shit
like
was phenomenal. I've watched
anything
it.
that makes me feel that crazy or just like.
That
it's
acting
a
was
great
great.
movie.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And another one of my favorites was Adam Sandler's Uncut Gems, which
I didn't get
didn't
to
get
watch it.
any fucking
I'm gonna
nominations.
say that ain't any
ain't
love.
get to
now.
watch
I ain't get to watch it. It was
Any
good.
love.
It was good.
It was a fantastic
I didn't
movie.
get to watch it.
And but he did win a Indie Spirit Award and gave the best fucking speech.
Adam
ever.
Sandler?
I've
You
seen
saw the
that.
speech?
Mhm.
I didn't
Speech
see
was
it. I didn't
so
see it. I didn't see the speech,
goddamn
He
good.
did one of
He
his
put on
character
those
voices.
voices, you know. So I like to thank my
Oh,
little, you know how he
yeah.
does that
Okay.
voice, but he it was great. It was really great. But yeah,
Janelle
overall-
Monáe had a good opening thing. Didn't she do like
I might have missed that. I didn't
Yeah,
really.
they
see
I
the
think she had
musical.
an opening musical act where she had like all the black movie, like Black Panther and all that
The
stuff.
performance everyone was talking about was Eminem or something. He performed.
Yeah,
Lose
Eminem.
Yourself.
So
That too.
that shit was funny. Eminem came out and performed "Lose Yourself," and nobody knew. And so they cut to different people in the crowd. The array of faces in the crowd was hilarious. Some people was like,
Wait, so he
And so-
came out there and somebody said it just randomly.
no, I
they
think it was
said-
a performance. It was like, and introducing Eminem, and then it comes out, and if you had one shot,
Come on,
One
Em,
opportunity.
man.
one up-
Emma's trying to get
And-
this sec.
and some people was out there, they was really
Walk
into
away.
it, and other
Right,
people,
and other
they
people
showed
like-
Martin Scorsese. He was,
Never heard of it.
He was falling asleep.
yeah, he's falling.
He was
Are
like,
you
never heard
serious?
of it.
Like, that is hilarious.
My thing is though, who said let's get like
Eminem.
why? Why?
Right,
No,
like,
no.
all-
Eminem's huge
Oh,
though.
no, of course.
especially
But
amongst.
even-
but
but
why
you-
that
why
song?
you-
Usually
Lose
they get
Yourself.
Yeah, why
Right.
lose yourself?
They usually get songs that were put in movies, like when The Weeknd performed at the
And
Oscars.
that's what everybody
earned it.
and that's
it
what
made
that's
sense.
what everybody's trying
Right.
to figure out why this, because 8 Mile
8 Mile
2001.
was- I was about to say,
that's
that's
so
when we-
long ago.
None of
You
this
know,
makes sense.
Palms are sweaty. They said, in fact, Eminem has a coronavirus because he said his palms are sweaty. His knees weak,
weak
arms
Arms are heavy.
It's vomit on
the
the sweater already. Mom spaghetti.
That's hilarious.
Oh man,
That's random.
It was super random.
I gotta go watch that now.
It was super random.
Yeah,
I was
me
like,
too.
why is he on
This
here?
this is how old that song is. Kappa Alpha Psi is a non-hazing fraternity. I want to put that out there.
Okay, all
first.
right.
But when we were going through our
Hazen.
no, I just said Kappa Alpha Psi is a non-hazing fraternity.
Okay.
When we were going through our membership intake process
Yes.
in 2002,
Yeah.
that was the song we would play every day before we walked into our learning sessions.
Ah.
That was 16 years ago.
Yeah, that was a long time.
That should not be at the Oscars.
That
Let
should
me
not
ask you
be a-
this: as a Kappa, say you're going through the process, you're getting down to the last line. You know who they got to pick if you're gonna cross or not. You dislocate your shoulder. You can't shimmy. Are they gonna hold that against you?
Or do they have a workers' comp for Kappas as well?
Because I know how important shoulders are in the Kappa community.
Yeah.
Kappa Alpha Psi is a non-hazing fraternity.
Yes.
Y'all better because let me tell not haze but be shimmying after a broken shoulder because that stripper girl she kept twerking after she fell.
She did.
Shit, that's go hard or go home.
Yeah.
I injured my ankle.
Okay.
It didn't affect my process.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Your
that,
process.
that's
But shoulder, that's different.
Shoulder different. Y'all be doing a lot
but
of
you
shoulder
can't. But you
movement.
gotta have a strong base.
I feel
to
you,
shimmy.
but
You
if
can't-
if your shoulder dislocated or broke, you ain't moving that shoulder.
Nah, you shimmy. You get
Okay.
through it.
Okay.
Okay.
You'll
But
get through
you
it.
got to be able to shimmy because if you don't shimmy, that's not.
Can you
No,
be a Kappa
I-
if you can't dance?
Yes, there are
You
some
have
brothers
no
out
rhythm.
there. I can list 10 right now. That can just it's
It's not.
And
in.
do they
It's
make
just-
sure they're not in the
we make
stroller?
sure they're not in the
Okay,
stroll.
okay.
That's
Hey,
hilarious.
Steve. I'm sorry. I mean,
Has anyone ever faked that they can't dance just so they wouldn't have to stroll?
no.
And then
that-
y'all caught them dancing.
No,
That's
no.
hilarious.
Listen, in college,
You saw
at
Fred
that you
dancing at the club?
want to be able
Oh,
to
yeah,
stroll
'cause
at
that
a
was-
party. That was like we
course.
take over a whole party
I-
with
yeah,
a ill
I'm gonna be
girl.
honest with
and
you.
it made me so
I hate
mad.
it because I'll be dancing on a girl, then I gotta move.
You gotta get out the way.
Because I
for
see
me.
these shoulders coming through.
Come on, man.
Yeah, so no, the only like as a noob, you want to be able to shimmy. So and you want to be able to stroll. So there's no one's not strolling. If you see a capo on the side not strolling,
He not a Kappa.
no, he can't dance.
He can't dance. Okay.
and he know it, and the line know it, and they just put him
And
over
it's okay.
there.
You
and
wait.
just,
You go.
No, I'm
he
saying
said you go over there.
you wait.
hey, we gonna go around. Everyone's gonna. You got the letters on. We can.
Before y'all start
You got
going
yourself a
around, do
drink?
y'all decide how many rounds y'all gonna do?
No, it all depends
The
on
stroll.
What was y'all song that set it y'all off?
the
at that-
stroll or
that
the
day?
See, I'm a little older, so our song was different. Like a lot of people do. Like
2
right
Chainz
now,
different?
like the big Kappa shimmy is "Wipe Me Down," right?
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
"Wipe Me
What it
Down"
was in
comes
Atlanta. That's
on.
definitely what it was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Every like
definitely.
it don't matter if you're at a wedding.
Yeah.
Right. If "Wipe Me Down" comes on, move. Forget your first dance. We
gotta
gonna
do
stroll. Then y'all can go back and do your dance
Yeah.
with your mama. I don't know why you playing "Wipe Me Down" with your mama, but
I
that's
mean,
just
shit. She had to wipe you down when you was little.
Oh
Huh?
shit!
She had to wipe you down when you was little. So
I just remember too. Didn't Bootsy get in trouble for wearing a Kappa shirt
It was like
with
that's
somebody?
Laboozy.
Oh.
Yeah, he wore I think his brother's or somebody's joint, and then he was online for like a strong 2 weeks talking about
yeah,
he wanted to
He wanted to learn how to stroll.
he wanted to learn how to stroll, and that some Kappa needed to teach him to shimmy.
Is that why? Okay,
Yeah.
Because I could swear somebody was like the Kappas got mad at him,
He had on our letters. You
at
don't, yeah,
first.
because he wore our letters.
but
And
they
it
were
was just
like, "But don't y'all dance to his song like every single?"
was
Is
good-
his the
that was a
song
good
y'all
argument.
anthem?
It was a
like,
good
no,
argument.
one. First of all, we don't have an anthem,
I'm just saying.
I mean,
though.
and the only reason that song still gets played at parties is because Noops are there, and somebody requested.
Talk that shit.
So we're not gonna do that. What we're not gonna do is say he made us. What we're
Right,
gonna say
right.
is that song is still relevant
Because okay, all right,
okay.
all right.
All right.
You're welcome, America.
I got 2 more things on the Oscars.
Oh, go ahead.
One, Scarlett Johansson. I talked about Marriage Story.
Yep.
I think she's probably the best actress of our time right now. The newest. I think she's the best.
Okay.
Look at last year. You'll see 3 different movies. You see 3 different movies last year. 3 different movies last year alone with 3 different ranges. 1, Endgame. 2, Marriage Story, and 3, she was in this other movie called Jojo Rabbit. That was
I ain't seen Jojo
fucking
Rabbit.
fantastic
Meryl
as well.
Streep be acting too.
Meryl
I
Streep,
said of
yeah.
our generation,
Our
this
generation.
generation.
Okay,
This
Lupita be acting.
Lupita's young. I haven't seen enough from her yet.
True.
I haven't seen enough from her yet.
Scarlett-
What she's been in is great.
That
but
Marriage
Scarlett
Story
has a
to
body.
me, I said it's a scene in there when in the office in that when she first go to the lawyer, and they just keep that lens on her.
just her.
And I said, yo, she is
Motherfucking
delivering this shit.
That's some eat
That's
your
just-
booty after you come home, finishing acting because that's some fucking.
Scarlett, when you
acting
get
right
home, you can get your booty.
there. Oh, definitely. Come
Marvin,
on.
don't be acting like, come on, Marvin.
So we going. Listen, dude. First of all,
You
These
eat.
Kappa pussy eating niggas.
Marvin be eating,
Let me
but-
not say that.
I eat pussy. Y'all said booty.
Yeah.
No, you eat
Yeah.
your booty too.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, yeah.
Nigga, you ain't around.
No, you gotta grow up. If you don't, you
That
gotta
one
grow up.
time.
Listen, dude. She gotta be wifey to get her booty ate.
I mean, I feel you. No,
Yeah.
no.
She gotta be
So,
wifey.
so you never done it.
So what I'm saying
Okay,
is,
that's
she gotta be wifey.
All right, and last thing on the Oscars, what was I about to say? That oh yeah, so they finish off giving off the male award. Joaquin Phoenix won Joker. Best.
I'm thinking.
He
I'm
cleaned
thinking
up.
male. I'm about to say they doing some delivery.
No. The
Yeah.
best actor.
Yeah.
It was Joaquin Phoenix.
For
Right
Joker.
after that, for Joker,
Gotcha.
they were giving out the best actress, and. The person comes up to present. They say, all right, and now it's time for the Best Actress Award. They bring up this music, to show the montage. And the first one is, maybe Marriage Story with her giving this performance. And the next thing that comes up I hear is, we ain't gonna do that no more. And then it cuts to the next one. Yeah, and I said, I am sick of these fucking slave-ass movies representing... I cannot honestly. I
Yeah,
felt so, they had I guess Harriet
The
Harriet
Harriet
was
movie.
a
I never.
I didn't
seen
see
it,
it,
but yeah.
but I'd heard mixed things to be honest. But and best to that actress, but I cannot stand
The slave movies
I
anymore.
cannot
I feel
stand
you.
the only black woman on screen getting nominated for award saying we ain't gonna do that no more. I cannot fucking
That line is
stand
in
it.
everyone.
I don't want to
Isn't
see
that the butler?
no
We
more
ain't
of
going to do that.
I
Damn,
we gonna get away from here. And then I really feel my love is stronger than it. Like saying this beautiful dialogue. And we cut back to, we gonna make it out. We gonna make it out. And I'm like, man, this
I
fucking
feel
what
you.
y'all
shit,
don't
I
see is
can't-
this nigga's eyes every time he do it.
we
We gonna make
do this?
We gonna.
No, I feel it is
can't
kind of
stand
old.
it.
Like, it's like,
It gets real. As soon as that happened, I saw her. I was like, I switched the channel.
I
I have
switched
mixed
the channel.
emotions
I was
about
like,
that.
How do you
in
feel?
other movies you
I just
want,
don't
like
want
the
that
banker what got taken off the slate or something. Remember that with Samuel Jackson
Oh,
and
yeah.
Anthony Mackie about the black dudes who bought banks and stuff.
Yeah.
That came out.
Exactly. Some stuff happened where it was supposed to come out,
And
then they
then it did,
pulled
yeah.
it, and it's like all this craziness that's going on with that movie.
I'm just ready for the next elevation, man. Well, I'm tired of. I mean, in one way, it's like, who gives a fuck? Oscars, like, fuck off.
Yeah.
We can make better movies on our own,
Yeah,
do whatever. But at the same time, when that's your only piece of representation, it kind of feels like,
Yeah.
God damn it, man. Why does that have to be the fucking
But what
thing?
other
You know what I'm
black
saying?
movies came out?
I was going to say something, but I'm not going. Because if I ever get an opportunity to audition, I'm going to do it. So I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
We'll talk later.
Yeah.
But I think the wrestle or my internal struggle with this is, one, white people don't tend to know any about history, right? So whenever one of those movies come out, and even though it's very redundant to us, you hear white people all the time go, I never knew.
I never knew.
I did not know. And I'm like, how did you get through school without knowing about the Underground Railroad? And it was like, isn't that with Tupac? Like, no, that's Digital Underground. Like, it's
Digital Underground.
like, so part
That's
of it
funny.
is we still have to educate the other side to what our actual plight is. Because I really don't think they know. Like, a lot of things they just are very disconnected about. I know you're tired of us doing that, and I'm sick of, like, there are so many other things that we've done. Like, why don't we talk about Tulsa? Why don't we talk, like, we're going to do...
Well, that came out when Watcher came out. A lot of people were like, I didn't know about this. So when you go to the Tulsa video
Right.
during that first episode, everyone there, I never knew about this.
Right.
This is my thing, man. Like, why do we have, like, So we're just making entertainment for white people's sake to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like what about us? Well, we just want to have fun, a good time at the movie. Every time it has to be about a cop killing a black person. It got to be a slave. It's always some type of black.
The thing is, we make movies for us. Like we went and saw Bad Boys for Life.
Yes,
Bad Boys for Life
right.
did numbers, right?
Right.
And we watch out, but what happens is it doesn't make mainstream. Dolomite, which
there we go.
it doesn't make mainstream attention, right? Until it's one of those movies, and that's the issue. It's like at least our actors and actresses get seen, right? Like it's almost like you take a little hit for like to progress a little more. Like you go, oh well, we did this, and then it's like look at how the fallout after the Butler, right?
Right.
And like when what's her name? Snot cries.
Viola.
Yeah. That was in that type of movie,
Right.
and now Viola is everywhere.
Yeah.
So things like that kind of help us, even though it's it's bullshit.
Listen, man. I think the solution to that is school. First of all, like I think there was a very unique and very interesting person on Joe Rogan. Brother, I forgot his name. You remember we mentioned him? Heavyset guy saved a bunch of kids.
Donovan McNabb. Oh, sorry.
Daryl Davis.
I believe Daryl Davis.
The KKK.
Yeah, he basically
right, yeah.
reformed a lot of KKK members.
Gotcha.
It was a brother, and once thing that hit me so hard, it was like, yo, we need to get rid of Black History Month. We need to just have Black history all throughout the school year.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a part of the curriculum, like everything else. It's American history. We need to just while you're learning about all these other people, you're learning about George Washington Carver, all these people. You know what I'm saying? Like it should just be a normal thing. When it comes to our entertainment, I feel like they need to normalize science fiction movies for Black people, us as superheroes, us as even dramas, just strong dramas, not necessarily about the plight of being Black. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not always a fucking plight. It's a beautiful part too, and it's just and it can be fun.
I love that I'm
You know
Black.
what I'm saying?
I wouldn't trade, and that's part of the like you go. I know what it should be,
Right.
but should versus the actual reality of it is different, right? So like we can talk about Black history should be modern normal history in school because we've attributed so much to this country, but it's a revisionist history, right? The person or the people that are teaching this history, the government that's responsible for what's being taught in our curriculum is not looking at us like that, right? The only way we really get looked at in the government is for votes, when you got to get vote time, and for what we don't do on the other side of votes, right? Like, Black people this, Black people that, Black people the third, right? Like criminal reform is still an issue. All of these things are issues because we don't actually deal with race in this country. We pretend it doesn't exist, right? Until some shit happens. That's what's happening here, right? So at least we give an opportunity to hit the main stage, even if it's dumb, because what it does is it shows our talent. It shows our ability to act. It shows our ability to direct and produce. And I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying it's one of those like, all right, here's the concession that we take to progress forward, right? We just got to reach back. That like the issue is when people step forward, we've got to reach back. No one's going to sit there and go, Black people, let me fix this for you, until Black people decide, let's fix it for us. But that's a whole nother fucking topic, and we ain't got time for that shit.
That's a whole.
You see what happened? I thought about
Read
smelling
Claude
Erica's
Anderson.
pussy, and I'm already preaching. Thought about smelling.
Read Dr. Claude Anderson's Powernomics book. It'll talk about all that empowerment of Black people and national plan.
Listen, dude, we got the fastest dollar in the U.S., right?
Definitely.
The fastest dollar. It was 6 seconds. Our dollar moves. We've got too much. We have too much spending power. We have too much economic power to be in the position that we are. But we continue to stay in that position because we don't actually do anything to move forward. And now I'm really done.
So you can't think about that perfume.
I just said, goddamn, Erica, I'm gonna go buy that. I'm buying that candle.
I saw a bow tie creeping up his goddamn.
Listen, dude, I almost pulled it out of my bag.
Well, Marvin, tell the people where they can find you at. Tell them what you got going on. All that good stuff.
Dude, so you can find me on social media, Instagram at Marvin Telp.
Yes, sir.
Telp for him.
Telp, T-E-L-P.
Help.
Like need
with the-
help, get Telp. That is
Marvin
my training
spelled
thing.
like Marvin.
Yeah.
Marvin is spelled like Marvin Gaye.
Yeah. And look out for his new scent coming soon. Marvin's Garden.
Marvin's Gardens. It will be balls post workout. That's
Marvin helped us on a couple projects
Yeah.
before.
Yeah,
Black
we-
Geo was a
Black
big one we
Geo.
worked on together.
it was Black Geo.
was in it. He was
Listen,
wild.
dude. We were what was it, a year ago. We thought we was about to.
Season 2, still waiting.
That-
Still waiting.
We thought we was about to make it. It was like, oh, we gonna make it.
Right.
That's the plight of us.
Right.
And then I went back to work, and I was like, hey, have y'all heard from
y'all
no?
Yeah, I got some bills coming up here on
But if you,
Now,
if
don't
this,
act like where you work is the worst place to go.
dude, I didn't say it's the worst place to go.
but
I'm
you was
just
just there
saying.
thinking
Listen, we sat there and wrote.
a lot.
There's a TV show
A
and
whole
a Google
TV show.
Drive right now.
Oh
a
my
full
God.
TV show.
Yes, there is.
Eight episodes.
It's
Damn
a-
near.
yeah.
Which, you
it
know
ain't gonna
what?
go to waste. It ain't
Judging
gonna
on
go to waste,
exactly
though.
what you just said. If we need to take control, we need to do that shit. We just need to do it.
But is this going to be out before February 19th?
It's gonna be out tomorrow.
Ooh, plugging myself.
Do it.
February 19th at the Van Nuys Comedy Club. Marvin Telp will be performing.
Yes.
And I'm funny, dude. I'm just gonna tell y'all. Like, y'all niggas don't know yet, but it's going to be a good show. So if you're out and about in LA, we're in Van Nuys Comedy Club, February 19th. Again, hit me up on social media, Marvin Telp, Facebook, Marvin Telp.
Black Planet.
Black Planet Marvin Telp. When you
Macy's,
perform, you gonna
Marvin
have
Gardens.
You gonna have your boot cut jeans on when you perform?
No, I've retired my boot cut and my 3XL shirt.
That's hilarious. Dog.
All right.
Some big people that can use that.
Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Peace.
Yerp.
Peace.